Okay, here we have Nancy Clausen, who is the wife who at the time in 1973 when 75 when the business started was a young mother with 3 kids, and you weren't working at the time, were you, Nancy?
No, it wasn't.
What was that like for you?
It was a little scary.
Yeah.
I learned how to do books for our business, and I learned how to clean instruments, surveying instruments.
Really?
And I'd go downstairs on occasion and help out. It was actually fun, aside from being a little scary to be on your own, especially there were occasions when people were slow to pay, and so it made things on our part also slow. But when you explain to people what's going on, most of them were very understanding and helpful. And
so you were at the time, even though Wayne, you were the impetus and I guess the expertise and the brains behind the business, that you were really a mom and pop shop. You were down there, like I say, doing the books, but also getting your fingers dirty, you know. A little, well, yeah.
She held the fort down while I would go out and pick up or deliver instruments.
Wow, yeah. So
answer the telephone, call me. We had a CB radio to communicate when I was around town.
Yeah, long before cell phones, huh?
Long before that. Yeah. No way of communicating other than that.
Right. So Wayne, what do you think it would have been like if you'd had to do that on your own without Nancy's help?
Well, there'd been a heck of a lot less pressure if I wasn't married with a gaggle of kids.
Right.
But it would have been okay. It certainly was a lot easier having a partner or having a helpmate.
I mean, you would have done it anyway, but
I would have had to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But Nancy made it a lot easier. It's not easy being alone in this world, especially making a transition like we did from a large company to no company, from a credit way of living to cash way of living. It took us 10 years to stabilize that.
So you talk about, in the first tape, you talked about the company growing bigger than you wanted it, but how long did it take for it to get real big? How long was it just kind of the two of you and working?
The first 10 years it was just me and Nancy, and Jennifer helped out too.
Jennifer is?
Our oldest child, our daughter. She helped out after school. And
where did you do the business then?
We did the business in the basement of our house. Fortunately, we had a concrete slab foundation, and that was good enough stability for our collimation equipment. We were very fortunate that we had a house with a slab like that, because you couldn't do this in a frame house.
Okay.
And we certainly couldn't afford to have opened up a storefront at that point in time.
Okay.
We were pretty much hand to mouth.
So for 10 years you were the two of you together.
10 years, 2 recessions in 10 years.
2 recessions?
2 recessions. Almost immediately there was a recession. I believe it was in 75, 76, and again in 79. And the business started growing more. We got more into the sales end of it as well. Increased the selling of products. And once we did that, then the business started to grow more.
Okay, I'd like to hear a little bit about the recession. We're going to stop now and pick up again with the recessions.